So welcome back students in this series of MERN technology. So in the previous video we have installed Node and discussed about the basic features and basic requirement of Node, that why we are using Node and what is the importance of Node in the MERN technology. Now in this video we will discuss about some basics of Node modules and how to install, how to import, how to use Node modules. Now, first of all, let's discuss what is a node module. So consider node modules to be same as the JavaScript libraries, as set of functions which you want to include in your applications. For example, you want to perform any kind of task. So for that you have two ways. Either you have to hard code that particular function or that task, or you can use some kind of inbuilt libraries in that. So that inbuilt libraries, that predefined modules, that predefined functions is known as a node module. Now there are basically two kind of node modules. One is built-in and one is user-defined. So first of all, let's discuss about how to use and how to create user-defined node modules, and then we'll also discuss some built-in and the most important, the HTTP node module. So let me open my Visual Studio Code. Now to demonstrate node modules, let's create a module. So creating a module is very simple. We just have to define a function. So we'll write down function and a return statement of this function. So we'll write down function return. So we'll write down return hello world. So this is just a sample string for this, return hello world. Okay, just spelling of function I have to correct. Now we have to assign this function to a variable. So we'll write down equals to let's say exports dot demo. So now while creating a function, we have to export this function from the module. Now this node sample.js is the module and this demo is the function. Now in next file, in the second file, we have to require that module, this node sample.js. So we'll write down where mod stands for module, equals to require. So now require is a function which is used to require a module, and the name of the module is node sample.js. Now as this module is inside the same directory, so we'll write down dot, which represents the same directory, slash node sample.js. So we'll write down node sample.js. Now, so we have required this module. Now we want to use that function that is inside that module. So we'll write down where data equals to mod dot. So we'll write down mod dot demo. So you can see that demo is basically returns a string and this is the function. So we'll write down demo. Now this demo will return us a string and that string we'll use to print on console. So we'll write down, now let's open the terminal and let's write down node second node.js. So we have to execute this file in which we are using that module. So we have to just click enter and we are getting an error. So let's see what's the error. So error is function is not defined. Okay, I think the spelling of function is again, let's save this, again save this, the file is not saved. Now it is giving us the data we are looking for. Let's create a second function in the module. Let's save this. Also let me create a second function, exports dot add equals to function, and this function will accept two variables. So I will write down a and b. Now it will return a plus b as the output, and let's close the string. Now let me call this add function of the node sample module. So the thing to remember is that node sample, the file is the module and the function, that demo, that add is the function of that module. Now let me write down where c equals to mod dot sum. Now console dot log c. Now let's save this and check the output. Mod dot sum, let me check, is not a function. Okay, so we have mod dot add, not sum. So let me rectify this. We'll write down mod dot add. Let's save this. Let's check the output. Okay, we are getting hello world and none. So why we are getting none? Because our function in the module requires two variables. A and B, but we are not passing anything. So we'll write down 25 comma let's say 30, and now let's check the output. So now you can see hello world and 55. Now what's happening? We are passing two arguments 25 and 30 to the module, and in this function of the module node sample, the function accepts these parameters and then return the sum of this. So this is how we can create node modules. We can create functions in these node modules, and after requiring that module with the require method, we can use these modules. So this is all about node modules and inbuilt. So this is all about user defined node modules. In the next video, we will discuss about HTTP module, which is known as hypertext transfer protocol module, which is responsible for creating server with the help of node. So thank you for watching this video.